So I was home. I've been coaching JV baseball and varsity and at school, at home. But I talked to Carlos. I had last year actually with Eduardo. I talked last year, and I talked to Carlos when they played in Miami last year, and they asked me if I was interested in coming here just to hang out, be part of for a couple of days or so, and then because I was doing stuff with the Twins as well with Minnesota, and then we talked a few weeks ago, and then and I told Carlos, hey, this is what I have. I'm busy during the week, but if you want me here, I'll be more than happy to come over, a couple of weekends, and then he said, hey, I would be more than happy to have you here. So that's one of the reasons why I'm here.
How far back do you know Carlos from?
Well, we're from Venezuela, but I never had a chance to be together in a team or anything. But we know Carlos. But going back in time, I don't really know. But I know, he's very well, a very well manager and everything that he does, the way he organizes things, and he's very serious too. But he had fun at the same time. So I think when I saw all that, and coming over here, coming back, I thought that as a good thing. So that's one of the biggest reasons why.
Johan, there haven't been that many MLB managers from Venezuela, obviously. Does that mean something in the baseball community in that country that Carlos is here with?
100%. This is a big deal for us in Venezuela, because we had a couple managers, but to have him and the way that he did it, and then and where he's at right now, and then what the future looks for him, I think it is great. As a Venezuelan, I'm very proud. As a baseball player, former baseball player, definitely the charisma that he has, the way he managed things, and the way he handled himself, and the way he sent that message, I think is important. And then I'm very proud of him and happy that I'm his friend.
What school are you coaching at?
School. I'm at Canterbury School in Fort Myers. That's what I am. That's home. And then my kids all went to Canterbury, and that's what I'm doing right now, just hanging out and then coaching JV.
How long have you been coaching?
So I started like 3 years ago, I think, 3-4 years ago. Because again, with Junior, my son, he was in middle school. And that's if someone's gonna take me back into the game, it's gonna be him. And then they asked me if I could help out. He asked me if I could help out, and I was like, hey, if you want me to, I'll be more than happy. I'm a parent before anything, But if I'm on the field and I'm a coach, I'm not that. So that's the way we handle stuff, and then I really enjoy it.
Is he a pitcher?
No, so he's playing in the outfield. I'm trying to get him to pitch again on the hill, but it's okay. We're just having fun together. I'm just being a dad and having fun with him, and then waiting to see if I can get him on the hill pretty soon.
How do the other kids feel about having Johan Santana as their coach?
Sometimes they don't know. They don't know. Some kids, they do some homework and then they ask you a few things. But I always trying to teach, the pitching part of the game on what to do and how to. They always ask you how to or why. This thing happens. And then, of course, they talk, I say modern baseball, like the new guys, what you have now, not when I play. But it's always fun. It's been around these kids. It's a learning process. I'm working my way up, okay? I started all the way down to middle school. In middle school, I'm working my way up. So we'll see. I don't know where I'm going to end up, but it's always good to be. I'm still involved in baseball. It's not just at this level, but it's fun. I don't know. I got a couple more years with him. Once he go to college, then I might get back into the game somehow.
Talk about modern baseball. How do you feel about just how the changeup, which is obviously your best pitch, how that has changed throughout the years and guys maybe not throwing circle changes as much anymore and doing different things?
Well, the game has changed. The way they handle everything, the way everything is tracked now is different. So I believe in evolution, but still, you still have to hit it. You still have to run. You still have to catch it. You still have to throw it. When I play, I remember, for me, it was about changing speeds and keeping hitters off balance. And then the way to do that, for me, it was about changing speeds. You keep them off balance, don't make them feel comfortable, I'll throw in, I'll throw up, I'll throw my fastballs up and in, and then I'll throw my changeup. So I knew I had to set up, knowing the strike zone, to set up for a changeup. So that's how I did it. Now with all the resources they have and all the devices and technology they have, you get that information quick. So now it's all about trying to get into the game quicker and trying to get the less damage you could with less pitches. And I think that's how it is. I think you've seen swing and miss. But, for me, I think it's a great tool, but you still have to have that, out there, because at the end of the day, it's a human being that goes on the hill to compete, and then you have to make that adjustment when you are there, So I think it's good, but at the end of the day, the essence, I think is still the same.
How much has this place changed since you've been here?
A lot in there, the clubhouse. When I drove in, just the parking lot, it was different. It's a nice setup. They've done a pretty good job. And then just to see the field, I walked in and everything was the same. Bring back memories. It was good. But the clubhouse is really nice, actually. The way they did everything here is really nice. And then and I'm happy. I'm happy for everything that's happening right now, and I'm happy to be part of this.
When was the last time you made any sort of Mets-related appearance?
So I came back to New York a couple years ago for the 10-year anniversary of the no-hitter.
Okay.
And I was there, and then it was good to be back. It definitely was different. I mean, I'm not. I wasn't playing or anything, but it was good to be back, and in New York, it was pretty cool.
Beltran's going to be here. Ask him if it's a fair ball.
I don't know. We asked him. You can ask him. He'll be here in like an hour or so. I mean, again.
Does he ever kid you about that? Or
No, we don't talk about that. I saw him last year. We saw him last year. Yeah. It's over. That thing is gone, and it's part of the game. It is what it is.
Yeah.
We don't control any of those things, and it's just part of the game.
Did you know that you were Sean Manaea's favorite player growing up?
I found out a few days ago. It was pretty cool. He made me feel very, very old. Right there, I was like, man. But it was good. I met him yesterday when I got here, and then his reaction was, oh, wow. And then he told me that was his favorite player. And then I told him it was an honor. It's pretty cool. Great kid. He was asking me questions about my changeup, how do I throw it, what do I do, the whole process. And then we share some thoughts, and then it is good. He got great stuff, and then he's going to be a big part of this team. So whatever it takes, to get him better and to help him go all the way through, because this team is built up to win.
Are you doing some stuff with the Twins, broadcasting or anything like that? Or
So last year I pretty much did the same thing with the Twins for about 3 weeks or so.
Okay.
And then I was supposed to do some stuff with them, and then that's when the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
And then as right now, I'm just gonna go back home, see what's going on, and then we'll go from there. But as right now, I'm not doing anything else.
Are there any other pitchers in this camp that you've seen that have stood out to you?
There's a few kids are still learning their names. But I talked to Peterson too. He was the other one that we talked. He threw bullpen today. And it's the same thing. We talk about, how important it is to be one of those pitchers. Because I told him, you guys are a couple of games away from doing something special. We just got to learn from everything that happens last year. But you're built up to win. So every single time that you go out there, you got to give your team a chance to win, and then you'll be fine. So he's making some changes, but he's a good kid, good stuff. Good.
At first, when you retired, you didn't do a lot of appearances, interviews, things like that. Then you got involved with the Twins a little bit. You're doing this. What made you want to come back out and be visible again?
Well, the thing is, I just want to be home for my family, my kids. Again, like I said, Junior is 15 years old now. He'll be 16 years in April, and there's 2 more years. Then he's gonna go to college. And I already told my wife I'm not gonna be home flipping channels, going through channels. I feel like I can do more things, and I can help, and I can be part of the game somehow. I don't know where, don't know how, but it's always good to be be back and be part of this. You know, this is who we are. This is where how we grew up, and then it's always good. Even though I know it's a little different now, still it's the game, and I love this game. So, but I love my family more. You know, so that's what I'm doing right now. So unless he say he wants to stay home and he wanna go to college like right next door, which I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
You know, I'll find ways to get back and give back.
You mentioned maybe wanting to get back into a game. Would that be a more formal capacity, or what do you dream about along those lines?
No, I don't really know. Like I said, I don't really know. I just wanna, if I have a chance, whatever that might be. You know, I know right now for me it's a learning process. You know, I'm not a player anymore, and coaching it takes some time to get to know the players, to get to know the stuff that you want to do as an organization. What are your goals and everything, and then. And you as a person, you know, you want to be committed to it, and that's who I am. You know, if I commit, I commit. Just don't know yet. I think still, like I said, a couple years still. But if I can get involved somehow and be able to do a couple things, I'll be more than happy.
Does Junior play for the JV team at Canterbury?
Yeah, he's a JV. That's the reason. You know, we just having fun together. That's all. You know, we're playing and having fun, and then winning games and losing games and learning from those games. But at the end of the day, it's just a lesson for them, you know. And I'm focused on pitching and defense. To me, if you play good defense and you do the good pitching, you have a chance to win. And sometimes we have to learn it the hard way, you know. Kids can hit, but if we don't catch the ball and we don't make plays, then you don't win games. And then that's what we're trying to teach.
How do those conversations between high school pitchers to major league pitchers differ, and is there any kind of essence that's maybe the same at all?
No, it's different. It's different. Here they listen, you know. There they think they know, you know, which is fine. It's a process, you know. They think they know. You're trying to teach them a couple things here and there, make them realize what it takes and how it works. You know, why this, why that. Here. They want to learn how, you know, you master something, you know. In my case, might change them. And you're trying to tell them, hey, this is how I did it. This is what you do. This is a thought process. And they go out there, they perform, they do it. They're trying to figure it out. And they get it, you know. So that's basically what it is.
Did you watch this team much last year? And if so, what did you take away from Carlos Mendoza as a manager?
You know, that it's not how you start, it's how you finish. I think everything, the way it started and the way it went half season to the way they ended, it was good. Even though they didn't win it everything, the way they ended was really good. And I think the capacity that he has to turn that switch and turn that page and come back and get everybody in sync with what they want and they believe, I think it's important, and I think it was good. And then I know they didn't win it all, and it was hard, but it's a learning process, and I think they're on the right track.
What do you think about Billy Wagner getting in the Hall of Fame?
Well, I'm happy for him. You know, I think it's good, former teammate, and then it was fun to see that. I saw that when he was doing his interview. I saw my jersey on the back. Yeah, it was pretty cool, you know, to see that. But I'm happy for him. You know, I think it's great. He deserved that, and hopefully some more guys will have a chance also to get in there.